Welcome back everybody to another video. We're going to start this off quite quickly, coming up to a red light, and it's a bit of scratch my head time. What's this guy doing here? The other guy's pulled over, he's not sure, she's not sure, and they go past, and I'm sure they were scratching their head as I'm scratching mine. Not entirely sure what the hell the purpose there was of that car passing that other car there for some reason, or why he was even letting him pass. As we move on to the next clip, I'm going to call this the Red Cross clip. How many things go wrong in such a short video? People there coming from the left, has that car entering this road seen them? Probably. Are they going to do the right thing? No. So they just go through because they felt they're obviously too far away, even though they wanted to use the zebra crossing, that they didn't have to stop. And we go on to the next error on here. We've got this van here that's crept forward. I'm not sure why it's crept forward and blocked a zebra crossing. Didn't it just see what happened no more than about 10 seconds ago, or is the van man even interested? Probably not. So he's gone onto the zebra crossing, which is wrong, and then he's not quite done with making mistakes yet, really. He's a bit impatient, so he says, well, I've had enough of this. I'm actually going to go right around this car and go left. Not particularly good, not illegal, but not very helpful, is it? And this car here, little zoom in, yes, is our favourite model of car, of course. When you get that type of model, they do the weirdest things on the road, like go around roundabouts the wrong way because they're entitled drivers. Yeah, now that's really bad, to say the least. But I expect nothing less sometimes. And then last but not least, another car parked on the zebra crossing while someone wants to cross. So what we're talking about there, a minute or so, and all of these people literally with their head up their own, you know what. Sometimes you can't make it up. Okay, in this clip here, this is just typical aggressive driving, which I really, it's one of my pet hates when I'm teaching learners. People doing unnecessary driving, really. As we go under this bridge, we're looking to take the first exit, and as I will point out as you go around here, the two lanes actually go in that direction. So anybody in that right lane to where we are, it's not a problem. But it's how these two cars go about doing this. They obviously don't want to be behind a learner, these two. They're already behind us and thinking, nope, we're not having none of that. Let's move over to that right lane. So, but if you notice, they go into two lanes there. They don't just go into the lane to the right, they go into the lane next to that as well. Just as well, there was no cars there coming through. So if you look at it from the front, they pinched the two lanes on the other side. Why didn't he go behind that car when he was passing us? Aggressive, quite fast through, and then this car's even worse, and he goes right into our lane, and we have to actually brake quite firmly there to absolutely avoid him. And that's just aggressive driving for the sake of aggressive driving. Okay, we move from aggressive to passive aggressive and selfish, really. We come across this quite often. Cars on both sides of the road. We're just making nice progress, and then what we see is a van coming the other way. They've got loads of room on their side of the road as they're coming up to the pinch point between these two cars, the red one and the one on the left. And it's certainly the one on the left which is the issue. He's got room there. He could just ease off the gas a wee bit until we've passed that car there, and it's a no-brainer. No problem for us. But no, what does this guy do? Comes through, look at the space there. It is so tight, I had to grab the steering wheel. My pupil lost it there a wee bit. They were expecting them maybe to be a little bit more generous. No, I'm afraid they've got to learn the hard way. People aren't generous on the road. By most part, look how close he is to the centre of the road there when we went through. There was little to no room whatsoever for us there. That was a tight one. It happens quite a lot, but the learners, I'm afraid, have to learn the hard way. This is how we get treated on the road, and they better get used to it, because this happens all too often. Okay, not very good visibility here, 20 mile per hour road as we approach a mini roundabout. Paint on the ground, which generally always gets ignored, but it shouldn't be ignored when you've got oncoming traffic like us, especially a learner car. There's the first Mercedes. It doesn't acknowledge the roundabout. It doesn't acknowledge us either. We get pushed over to the left hand side. There's the second Mercedes that also goes straight over the roundabout, and we get pushed towards the curb by the pair of them. No respect for the learner at all, even though the parked cars, the hindrance was on their side of the road, not ours. But this is what we get all too often. It's not good, it's not nice, but it's something that we have to deal with, and I wish we didn't have to. Okay, sometimes I wonder if qualified drivers even plan at all. This guy here, there's someone approaching the crossing from his left there, and he doesn't slow down at all. Absolutely not interested. Straight through. Very, very poor. As we slow down for that, just before my pupil looks to go forward, he's picked up these two here, anticipating there's a good chance they might want to cross. And that's exactly what they do. He pauses a little bit for that car on the left, but we're across and away, and that's just great awareness and anticipation. It's a shame we don't see it more often from the qualified drivers rather than the learners. I mean, I didn't say anything there at all. He just waited accordingly, and that was really nice. That was very nice. I like that a lot. If we look from the back while that was going on, as we were slowing down to that crossing, again, more impatience. This guy coming out the side junction, he's not looking at all. He can see people are crossing. So why is he pulled out? He's just blocking the road, and now look what he has to do because he's annoyed somebody. He has to reverse into the road to let them go. Just as well he could reverse, I suppose. Car behind wasn't close enough to prevent that from happening. Again, a bit more planning, a bit more looking, a bit more respect for other road use wouldn't go amiss at all. Anyway guys, thank you for watching the video. I do really appreciate it. Look out for those learners on the road. Have a bit of empathy, please. Take care of yourself, drive safely, and I will see you again on the next video. Bye bye for now.